Well, hello, welcome to the stream. So, just to fill you in, we're about 300 jumps from Sagittarius A. When I went off last night, Commander CyberSec was about, I think he was a couple of jumps behind me and he was going to jump on a little bit, so I thought I'd do a little bit of catching up this afternoon. Well, I've got an hour or so. And then I think it's possibly doable today. As I think it could be. If I don't crash into another sun. So, could have probably been there a bit sooner actually, but decided to take a sidestep to station to try and get some to repair the holes and things, because we've done a bit of planetary, well, no, we've done two kind of landings on planets just to break up the monotony, and we've both managed to land nose first, and so both of us had ship integrity problems, so just went up to fix all that and everything. So it's kind of a dilemma we've got once we get to Sagittarius A about how we come back. There's a couple of different options. One of them is actually destroying our ships, and then it will, although we won't have any data, which to be honest isn't a big thing because you don't get a huge amount of money for it, so we won't have any data to sell, but we will cut a day off the return, so it's kind of not necessarily an easy decision to make. So I'm not too sure at the moment what to do. Also, my phone's not working at the moment, so I can't see the live chat properly, but it's not been too bad. Managed to avoid any stupid things. I think there's only once that I've come close to running out of fuel, because I wasn't really paying attention. I think as I get close to Saj, we're probably gonna widen the choice of stars to jump from. I know there's a lot more there, so I'm gonna kind of replot it every now and again just to see if we can find a little bit of a faster route. So every now and again you'll kind of see me do this lap of a star. It's just to try and get the to fill up the fuel capacity. So fill up the fuel tank. Sorry. So it's been really good fun actually. The fact that Commander CyberSec decided to join me is actually, I think it's made it that little bit faster. It doesn't feel as bad as it could be. Most nights the chat's had a steady stream of people coming through as well, which is really good. So there's kind of always an interaction going on there, which again it helps with it. Yeah, I've got it up and running now. So if you do want to say hello in the chat, feel free to say hello. I do look down at it every couple of minutes, so I will get back to you. Went a bit too early there. Actually, I want to try going a little bit early. I might be able to shave a few seconds off each jump. I really need to try and find that sweet spot for it. So really, if anybody's wondering about whether they should ever do a trip out to Sagittarius A or Colonia or Beagle Point, something like that, I don't know what tips I can really give you. It's not actually that difficult to plot a route out. I would definitely say go for length of jump. But you should really take into consideration some things like, for example, my frameshift drive boot time has been modified by one of the engineers, which means that every time I jump it cuts about 2 seconds off the jump load time, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're doing 300 jumps, that's actually quite a lot. It'll save you, and that extra bit that you save is an extra jump that you can do. So you kind of got to try and get that trade-off of jump distance, jump time, and then get a good system going so that you can get in and out of the system as fast as possible. And so, seeing as I'm actually not with Commander CyberSec today, I might actually activate my voice command. Oh, I thought I had it running, but I don't. Where is it? There it is. To remember what some of the words are. Okay. Scan system. System scan. Ah, can't remember what the words are now. Have a quick look. Okay, so just do a test on it. Scan system. Okay. Scan system. Engage frame shift.
Frame shift drive charging.
Okay, so that's working. Bit better.
Ready to engage.
Although it does help when you align with the destination. Scan system.
View scoping.
Warp.
Frame shift drive charging.
Okay, so I think I can actually get my jumps out a bit sooner. I'm going to try the next couple of jumps to do it. Scan system.
View scoping.
Warp speed.
Frame shift drive charging.
So as long as it's not a white star, I actually think that I can get my jumps going really early, which I didn't know before, so that's definitely going to help me jump a bit faster. Scan system. Engage frame shift.
Frame shift drive.
See if this cooks me up. No, it doesn't. So it's actually pretty safe to jump from underneath the star. When it's one of these types, so that's actually probably going to shave about 2 or 3 seconds per jump off as well.
Oh, very good. Not present.
Scan system.
View scoping.
Giving me a present.
Engage frame shift.
Frame shift drive charging.
You didn't get me a present, so you can have one. No, you can't.
Ready to engage.
Let's help if I was in line with the target there. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to try and hammer a few jumps for about the next hour, and then I'll come back later tonight when I can kind of finish it off. Oof, double star there. Scan system.
View scoping.
So this one I don't want to get off too early from, because it's going to burn the ship up if I do. Engage frame shift.
Frame shift drive charging.
if you've just joined the streams, feel free to say hello in the chat. Details of the soundtrack are in the description. And all the other days of the journey have been stored, although why anybody would want to watch those back, I don't know. But they're there anyway. If you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe. I make various videos. It's not just these videos, but I will make some more another information type video at the weekend, I think. Yeah, I'm so used to pressing the buttons now, I'm just going to probably do it manually. I might do a scan system with the voice bot, but... So I think I'm also going to make some videos about how to kit out your ship for exploration. Also, I'm thinking of doing a live stream, because I don't want to be doing crazy ones like this all the time, but I'm thinking doing a live stream maybe once or twice a week where there's a destination somewhere around the bubble that we can create within the chat. We can create a big wing, kind of fly off and have a look around that bubble. And then maybe organise some games on the planets and whatnot. So just kind of trying to formulate some ideas for that at the moment, which should be fun. Myself and Commander CyberSec, we always kind of have races up mountains in our SRVs and things like this. Or races from point A to point B. Got to remember I can engage my frame ship faster. So there's a couple of things that this trip to Sagittarius actually really helped me with. I think one is actually knowing where I can jump my ship from, which is really going to help in the future as long as I pay attention to it. It's definitely taught me to forget about the money aspect, because I'm not going to be making huge amounts of money, although I have put my name on a few planets, which is good. So they're mine now. And the other thing is not to fear crashing into suns as much. Pretty much got my scoop down as well now, which is good. So as you can see, there's actually quite a lot of stars in this area. We're still not quite... if you just have a look at the galaxy map, actually. Hang on a second, I'll cancel that frame shift while I do it. Did my machine just listen to me and start jumping me there? Okay. I don't know why it's still plotting the route, but anyway. So you can see we're starting to get into a space where there's actually... The suns are getting much more compact now. but not quite into that bright area yet. We're just coming off this dark area here, so it's pretty much a straight line into Sagittarius A. Kinks a little bit, but I mean, it's pretty much a straight line. There's the bubble down here, so it's been a pretty long journey.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, that's dedication. Thank you very much, Alex. It's nice that somebody would actually take a break from their lunch break. Did you pass by the chat last night? You did? No. No, you didn't. You didn't last night, did you? Or did you at the very beginning? No, I can't remember.
Fuel scooping.
I'm definitely going a bit space crazy from this.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, thank you very much. It means a lot. Somebody popping in. So you can see the star. I mean, the stars. You can just see it's much more visible now. How compact they are and how close together they are. It's pretty cool, actually. The last couple of nebula that we've passed by or passed through, they've been pretty what's the word? Unspectacular. I think they kind of look the same as all the others now. I think the better ones are probably closer to the bubble, or at least might be a little bit of a way out of the bubble, but not as far as this. Yeah, I think it was the night before. Just some of the nights are kind of rubbing into one, but no, I don't think it was last night, actually. I'm trying to think. There was a few people popped into the chat last night. I'm trying to think exactly who they were, because people tend to come and go in stages and then stay and have a long chat, you know. So no, I don't think it was. It was last night. I think it was the night before. What's your picture of? Is it from The Little Mermaid? Trying to decipher what pictures are from my phone is so difficult.
Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging.
I mean, the good news is I'm confident we can get to Sagittarius A. If we really push it, we could do it. We could do it in the next day. I'm a bit worried about jumping too much, actually, because Cyber got quite a while ahead of me, I think. But well, I don't know how far ahead of me he got, so if I jump too far, I should maybe do a lap of this this sun, actually. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's a cartoon your son watches. Yep, absolutely. I believe you. Thousands wouldn't, but I do. So yeah, there's been a couple of heart-stopping moments. There was one when I was meeting CyberSec at the beginning of the session last night, and I full-on boosted into the face of a planet. and it took off about 25% of my hull. The ship's seen better days on the paintwork. I don't know if I can actually do it from this one, but you can see the paintwork's getting a bit raggedy there. Can't really even see my logos anymore. But we've had some really interesting characters in the stream as well. Some guy who said that he's been visited by entities from another realm. So unfortunately, I don't think they show up in the video. Well, actually, they do show up in the video now because I have everything on screen. I forget about that at times. So that's worth watching back. And then of course there's been the whole scandal about the Type 7 since we've been out here, which is a real shame because what have I done there? Oh, I've dropped my engines down. Have I got my voice bot activated? I was supposed to pause it. Yeah, I have. So this whole 60 light year Type 7 transporter maybe should have waited. I don't know if that's actually gone live or it's in the beta. I don't know. I'm assuming it's in the beta. And then the nerf to kill warrant scanners as well. Although to be honest, I never used them, so. So yeah, I think what I might be doing in the future is, I don't know whether you were plugged into that part of the video, but I'm thinking of trying to set up like a once a week jaunt to some system or other, kind of going to look at nebulas and whatnot for a wing of channel viewers, which could be fun. And then maybe organise some games and stuff like that when we arrive. Maybe run some competitions or something. Trying to think of directions to take the stream rather than just exploration most of the time. And I'll still do kind of help videos if stuff comes out. If I'm around to check it out, I'll definitely continue doing that. I might do some videos on ship builds actually. There is a couple of videos out there, but they don't seem to be very recent. So especially with the new update coming, I think they're going to be a bit more relevant.
Frameshift drive charging.
I wouldn't, what was I thinking? You don't have to be shy about enjoying the Ice King. It's perfectly acceptable. CyberSec has a thing for Alicia Duval, apparently. Which is why he tends to sway towards the Empire.
Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
I did bind it to my controller badly, yeah. I'm actually really getting the hang of it now. Now, when it's originally bound to the controller, it actually works quite well on its own. You don't really need to change anything. It was quite easy to get it into position. Now I have a real problem because I've changed the axes and stuff on it. I have a real problem getting it into the position I want it. I can't remember if it was last night. I think I took a really nice photo of my. I was doing like a selfie going past a nebula. Let's try and see if I can find that actually. I was kind of doing a selfie going past a nebula. I'll just jump out of this for a second. That's when CyberSec blew his ship up the other night, by the way. Just so you know, he isn't dead. He managed to get back to. It's not his ship, his SRV, and he's got quite a few of them. So let me just check. So it was a nebula selfie. That's the one. Okay, so I took this photo last night. So and I'm quite proud of that one. It's quite nice with all the scarring on the paintwork and everything. It looks pretty cool. And so I'm kind of getting used to the controls that I've binded now. I should have maybe just left it into the mouse, most of it, especially for changing kind of position, and then used up and down and whatnot on the controller axis. I think on most things Elite actually did quite a good job with a lot of the bindings. I am gonna, I think I've been saying it for days, but I am gonna do a video about external apps because I haven't been using them in the feed too much, but when I'm playing on my own there's quite a few I use, and there's actually the amount of things you can get that connect with Elite and make it very, very different game to play. There's even actually an app I've got on my my tablet, which is almost like a Star Trek, you know, a Star Trek helm controller, I suppose you could call it, for selecting highest targets and stuff like that. Although you can bind those keys to your joystick, it's just pretty cool concentrating to fly with your right hand and then just tapping the tablet, and it's pretty much instantaneous. You don't really notice a pause on it. It connects through your Wi-Fi and whatnot. It's just a really, really cool little app. And it does lots of other things, you know, like. The only thing I don't think it does is it doesn't control the engines. And then I've got a voice app as well, which you can mix in with it, so you've just got lots of different. It was funny because he wasn't doing anything, if I remember rightly, but he kind of goes hell for leather, and he just suddenly exploded in front of me. But luckily he has about 4 SRVs. We did wing up the other day. We were going to try and have a kind of a fighter ship battle from his ship, but it wouldn't let him launch, so. So you can see it down to 291 now, which is. This could be doable today. Is there any other games that you play, Alex, that you kind of play hardcore at all? Or semi-hardcore? If you've got kids, I don't suppose you have the time to go too crazy.
Frameshift drive charging.
Need to keep an eye on the time so I don't, I'm not late for work. Still got to do some prep for work. Oh, that was a crappy system, 2 planets.
Frameshift drive charging.
So that looks like you can jump out a tad early from the white stars, but they overheat. You overheat so quickly. It's probably not worth pushing it too much. Ah, yeah. Sorry. That's a bit. You did say that the other day. I remember you mentioning it. Rainbow Six Siege is really weird because it's kind of a complete break from how Rainbow Six has been in the past. It kind of goes back towards, I don't know if you remember SWAT 4, a long time ago. It feels a lot more like that.
Fuel switch disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
I actually play the other Tom Clancy game, The Division, which I quite like. I haven't played it for weeks though, or days. And the funny thing is about stuff like Civilization, I used to love it when I was a kid. Populous, that was another one. SimCity, all those things. I used to love them as a kid. They kind of frustrate me now. Tried to play Sims. Was it the newest SimCity or City Skylines or something? I tried to play a while ago. It drove me up the wall. I'm looking forward to the one by Frontier, the Jurassic Park one. Jurassic Park World Builder. That'll be really cool.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, SWAT 4 was quite underrated. I didn't like the way that. Well, I suppose it give it a bit more variety, but I didn't like the way that sometimes the enemy would shoot at you, but because kind of the animations back then were pretty crappy, any movement that they made, you just had to consider it aggressive and shoot them, and then you'd get kind of ticked down because you'd shot an unarmed civilian or whatever. But the actual setup of it was really nice. I loved some of the maps, they were really cool. There was a lot of modded maps as well, which made it kind of made it much bigger. Oh, that's interesting. I used to play original Ghost Recon actually a lot online. Take part in some various tournaments. I actually suppose one of the later, I'm just thinking, one of the later Rainbow Six games, the ones before Vegas, they were similar to how Siege is now, actually. I think they played a bit more freely, but they were similar to the new Siege one. I remember Ghost Recon used to actually have that. I used to love that game. I daren't load it back up. I might have like a retro Sunday some weeks or something and load it back up, but I used to love that game. Just but the fact that if the enemy saw you, you were pretty much dead. Just made it a huge pain in the ass sometimes. Oh, 71 astronomical objects, that's nice. See if there's absolutely anything worth going off to scan. I bet there isn't. Look at that, a load of crap. Well, actually, there's it isn't crap, actually. 61 light seconds, so that's probably not going to be terraformable, but I might as well try. If it's only 61 light seconds and it turns out to be terraformable, I would make some money from it. Yeah, I absolutely love Flight Sim. Absolutely love it. I haven't played it for a long time. When I have some money, I'm going to invest. I'm going to invest in a flight yoke, that like a real flight yoke. Damn it, it's not. I knew it wouldn't be terraformable. How much do I get for non-terraformable? Pittance. How far away are those ones? These ones are water worlds for sure. I bet it's like 300,000 light seconds. I'm not flying that far. It is a water world though, isn't it? Yeah. Dagnam it. Oh, these are all these unexplored though. If I just put my name on that one, I as I get closer to the no, not close to the car. What was my thought there? It just went straight out. Yeah. I'm gonna try at some point to log a planet somewhere, then go sell the data, and then actually go back and visit it, because normally you don't do it because you're kind of going in a straight line. But I put a fair few names on my planet planets yesterday. I know CyberSec did a load. Alright, you have fun too, man. Well, as much fun as you can have at work. I'll catch you later. Wow, a couple of nice systems here. It's the second one that's been pretty heavily populated by planetary objects, but nothing there. The Yamix has released a video called "Is Elite Dangerous Dying?" I think we should all get our pitchforks and go around his house. Actually, that's not new. I think that's an old video. It's had 36,000 views, so I'm presuming it's a bit old. Okay, so you can look at all the stars now. These are all visible stars within the game, so they're all getting pretty... It's getting pretty packed in there now, which is good for us. It's gonna get really light really quickly soon. I should actually scoop somewhere soon.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping.
I'm probably going to do a lap of this one.
Warning, temperature critical.
I think we're not going to quite fill up, but it's done as proud for a jumper too. I don't want to jump there, do I? Is it going to go down? Okay, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I've not done too badly. I mean, in this sitting, I've done nearly 40 jumps. I don't think I've been alive that long.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Wow. Those stars are looking amazing now. Loving it. Even when you're next to a sun, they're all just there. Like, you don't need to wait for the light pollution to disappear. It's unbelievable. It's so cool. Hashtag easily pleased.
Frameshift drive charging.
Probably going to give it about another 20 minutes.
Fuel scooping. drive charging.
So if you just joined the chat or anything, please feel free to say hello. Otherwise, you're just going to be staring at this ugly face for the next 20 minutes or whatever till I get it done. Do try to look down at the chat. Don't be shy. Just having a conversation last night. Actually, I was considering shaving my beard off yesterday, and then I've realised no, I'm gonna keep growing it until I get back to the car. No shaving facilities out here in space.
Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Whee! Look at all those stars. This is getting pretty cool now. It depends where you jump in, but friggin' hell, that's so cool. It's starting to look like the space from Star Wars.
Frameshift drive charging.
So 274. Four. 274, 346. I know if we can do it tonight. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that we can do it tonight. I really am. Totally think it's doable. Whether I want to do it on a Thursday night is a different thing. I'd have preferred to do it like on a Friday night or on a Saturday. That was my original intention.
Frameshift drive charging.
I think I just scared a viewer away because I said I wouldn't get it finished till tonight. Sat on the mobile somewhere. What? Ah, fuck that. Okay, Sarah.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuse disengaged.
Oh, this is really strange. These stars are kind of visually off-putting, I think is the best word for it. They actually, for me, it's skewering my view. It feels really weird. It feels so strange. Trying to work out what position my microphone would be best in if I get a microphone stand. And I'm kind of thinking this one, but I don't know if it's going to block my view too much on the on my left eye. But it's not going to be too intrusive to the video, is it? So that might be the best spot for it. It's kind of slightly intrusive on my left side, but better than hunching over like this, I think. And somebody was laughing at my chair last night. Which upset me a little bit. Because I'm proud of my lawn chair. Or garden furniture, if you will. I'm not a rich YouTuber. Not Logan Paul or anything. Whoever he is. I'm a quite modest person, and unfortunately this is the only chair I've got. Well, I've got a bar stool in my kitchen, but I don't think that's going to really cut it. For a start, I'm going to be way above the camera. If you've just joined the chat, feel free to say hello. I will say hello back. Now I've got the chat open. Sometimes it takes me a couple of seconds because I only have it on my phone today. I haven't got the tablet out, so I can't track it as well. So you can see now that, I mean, these stars are just crazy. There's so many of them. And these are all the in-game stars, so essentially you can visit all of these. We're still pretty much bobbing around in, look at that, it's amazing. Still pretty much bobbing around in unexplored space. Once you get out here, I mean, there's just a ton of unexplored space. I mean, people keep saying, oh, well, when you go in that direction, most of it's taken. I don't know, you know. I think nearly every system I've been going through is unexplored. I think when we get close to Sagittarius, actually, the ones that are very, very close, they might be well explored, I don't know. But because of the concentration, probably not. But that one object. Billy and all mates. We're going to pass them by. Oh, that was quick. That's a pretty nice system. I might actually do a half lap of this star and then have a look at that system.
Warning. Temperature critical.
I can't remember what my bailout temperature is. It's about 89 or something. Yeah. Okay, let's have a quick look on the map there. I wouldn't mind putting my name on a couple of things in system. If oh, water world, there you go. Pretty sure it's a water world. 238 light seconds. It's a bit close, but it could be terraformable. It's not a water world. It is a... It's not a rocky world, is it? High metal content. Well, a blue high metal content, maybe it is transformable. Terraformable, sorry. Go quickly check it out. It's right in my vicinity, so it's not going to take anything to check it. Have I gone too fast there? Oh well, we'll do the loop of shame. Right, let's see what we've got with this one. So just look at all those stars, it's crazy. It really is like, messes around with your vision. Terraformable, terraformable. Terraformable. Damn it. No, it's not terraformable. Okay, so just gonna check these. It looks like they're all unexplored, so at least I'm gonna have my name on it. I'm not travelling that far, but there's another water world there. That's a bit further out. That might actually be terraformable, that one, but I'm not doing 200,000 light seconds for it. The money kind of really isn't what I'm concentrating on here. You can see my explorer rank's gone up to 99% pioneer. Bish bosh bush. So that means I'm pretty much on the edge now of crossing over and getting that. I think the next step's elite. Can't remember. Yeah, it is. It must be, because I've done a ton of exploration. Yeah.
Ready to engage.
Yeah. So it says I should have jumped there because I could have actually worked it out. It would have only took me a second or two. I can do it now. 307 million. Hang on, 307 million from exploration. Damn sure I've done over that. Statistics, let's have a look. Exploration. Profits from exploration, 315 million, so why the hell am I not elite? You mother lover. Well, I'm right on the verge of it, and I know that I'll definitely be elite by the time cashing the next one. That is going to be really nice. I think it's well deserved. Done the road to riches, been out to Barnard's Loop, been out to various nebula, mega ships. I think it's about time I got that elite. just joined the stream, feel free to say hello in the chat. That's what it's there for. So, I think I'm going to jump a couple more systems to see if there's anything interesting to have a look at, and then... well, probably not this one actually, but... I need my other cheat sheet. There's this one. Use this one. It's quite handy, but it only gives you the scanned prices, I do believe. I have another one somewhere that gives you the hunk prices. Okie dokie, 20 planets, or 20 bodies. Oh, you bugger lugs. It's giving me nothing, has it? Right, okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to end the stream pretty much here because I don't want to get too far ahead of my wingmate. He gets on earlier than me, so he'll be catching up later, but I don't know exactly how much he jumped yesterday, so it'd be a bit unfair to get too far ahead of him. So, really, thanks very much for joining today. Even if you're just lurking, that's okay. Thanks for joining anyway, and I'll see you tonight. Tonight, when it's possible. I mean, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but it's 262 jumps. It's going to be difficult, but we might just be able to do it if we're really hammer down. What, 240, 6140? Maybe not tonight. Actually, we might do it tomorrow night, which would be better. It would be much better. So keep an eye out. Do like and subscribe, or at least subscribe. You'll get a notification when I go live, and keep an eye out for us hitting that Sagittarius A, because it's really going to be fun, and I think we're really getting into the really nice part of space now, so it's going to be nice to watch. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.